Have you ever felt like your voice was silenced? Like the truth you held inside was too dangerous, too risky to share? We live in a world where speaking your truth can sometimes feel like walking a tightrope. But what good is truth if it's kept hidden? Today, we're going to explore how to master the art of truth-telling, even when it feels perilous. We'll uncover strategies to navigate those treacherous paths and make your voice heard. Before you speak your truth, you have to understand the landscape you're in. What kind of danger are you facing? Is it political, where speaking out might have consequences? Is it social, where you might face rejection or isolation? Or is it personal, where you fear judgment or retaliation? Each of these situations calls for a different approach. If it's political, you might need to be more strategic, finding allies and building support. If it's social, you might need to start small, sharing your truth with those you trust first. And if it's personal, you might need to find your courage, knowing that speaking your truth is an act of self-love. Remember, honey, there's power in naming the danger. It loses its grip on you when you drag it out into the light. So ask yourself, what kind of danger am I facing? What are the potential consequences of speaking my truth? And how can I prepare myself to face them? Because once you understand the terrain, you can start to navigate it. You can find the courage to speak your truth, even when it's hard. And that's when real change happens. Now, even with the courage to speak, timing is everything. Imagine this. You're at a family dinner, tensions are high, and you decide to unleash a truth bomb that rocks the boat. Is that the time or the place? Probably not. Sometimes a private conversation away from distractions is the best approach. It allows for vulnerability, for listening, for understanding. Other times, a written message might be more effective, giving people time to process and reflect. Think of it like planting a seed. You wouldn't just throw a seed onto concrete and expect it to grow. You need fertile ground, the right amount of sunlight, and a little bit of care. The same goes for truth. Choose your moment wisely. Consider the emotional temperature, the potential for understanding. Sometimes a gentle approach, a question rather than an accusation, can open hearts and minds. Now let's talk about how you say it. The words you choose can make all the difference. Think about a time someone confronted you with harsh words, even if they were speaking the truth. Did it make you want to listen? Probably not. But when someone approaches you with empathy and understanding, even when delivering difficult truths, it's amazing how much more receptive you become. So, how do you do that? Start with I statements. I feel hurt when, or I'm concerned about. This shifts the focus from blame to your own experience. Ask questions instead of making accusations. Can you help me understand? This invites dialogue and encourages reflection. Remember, honey, the goal isn't to win an argument or prove a point. It's to share your truth in a way that allows for connection, understanding, and maybe even change. Chapter 4. Leveraging authority or support. Now sometimes, speaking your truth alone can feel daunting. That's when you need to gather your village. Are there trusted authorities who can amplify your message? Experts, leaders, or organizations that align with your truth? Think about the power of movements. The civil rights movement, the women's suffrage movement, these weren't just one person shouting into the void. They were communities coming together, finding strength in numbers, and amplifying their voices. Look around you. Who are your allies? Who can you connect with? Remember, there's strength in numbers, and sometimes having a chorus of voices can make all the difference. Chapter 5. Using alternative platforms. Now sometimes the most dangerous times call for creative solutions. If speaking openly feels too risky, think outside the box. Throughout history, people have found ingenious ways to share their truths. Artists use their craft to convey powerful messages through symbolism and metaphor. Writers weave tales that expose injustice and inspire hope. Musicians use their melodies to stir souls and ignite change. Even in the digital age, we have anonymous platforms where voices can be heard without fear of reprisal. Blogs, podcasts, even social media can be used to share your truth, to connect with others, to spark a movement. Remember, honey, where there's a will, there's a way. Don't be afraid to get creative to find new avenues for your voice to be heard. Chapter 6. Understanding the power of silence. Now, this might seem counterintuitive, but sometimes the most powerful way to speak your truth is through silence. Yes, you heard me right. Silence can be a force to be reckoned with. Think about it. When someone tries to engage you in an argument and you meet them with calm silence, it disarms them. It takes away their power. It makes them question themselves. Silence can speak volumes. It can be a form of protest, a refusal to participate in a system that silences you. It can be a way to protect yourself, to conserve your energy for when you're ready to speak. Remember, honey, silence is not the absence of strength. It can be the most powerful tool you have. Use it wisely. The journey of speaking your truth, especially in perilous times, is a courageous one. Remember, your voice matters, your story matters, and the world needs to hear it. So find your courage, choose your words wisely, and never be afraid to let your light shine. And if you found these insights helpful, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Let's continue this conversation together. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Stay healthy and stay safe.